So it's not too often, but we occasionally get a lock that's LiftMaster electronic deadbolt lock out in the field that the customer calls and said it will not open and close electronically anymore. So we've torn them apart and found out there's a plastic housing here that wants to sometimes separate. So then we've got basically you can fix it within about 5 minutes and a couple zip ties. So I will show you how we're going to do this today. You need a 1/4 inch nut runner, something to cut zip ties with, just a number 2 Phillips screwdriver, and that will do it. So on this unit itself, right where the sticker is on top, we're going to take the screws out of the top, the bottom, the 2 of them on the side, and this is the 2 on the side. When you're looking at the thing, the sticker right up top, it's right around here on the left side. This side, we'll leave these 2 screws. Actually, we're just going to loosen them up just a little bit so that our zip ties will fit here in a second. And then on this same left-hand side, we got to take this handle off. And down in the very bottom, there's just a hole in it, just a number 2 Phillips screw. Just loosen about 2 or 3 turns, and that dude will come right off. This screw's going to have to come out as well. And then just carefully pop this cover off here. Sometimes it needs a little persuasion. We'll set that cover right away. Right here, this long plastic housing will separate sometimes. So we just, basically that's where we're going to put our zip ties. Slide this bolt open. That will help you get your zip tie in the right position. So when you zip these around that plastic housing, make sure you get it nice and tight. And make sure this piece here is kind of around the top side, just so that it doesn't interfere when you try to put the cover back on. So I kind of slide it up a little bit closer to the top. This one back here is where it typically separates. So this one here is the important one. This one was not broke. This was a brand new one, but I'm just using it for demonstration purposes. But we've just, before we install them in the field, we just go ahead and put these zip ties on there, and then we don't have to worry about it. So then when you go back with this, it just cover just slips right back on. Make sure your wires are definitely inside, and this little white connector there will slip right in that square groove. Get my little handle in here. Here we go. So when you're putting it back, there's a total of 5 screws. 3 of them have really fine threads because they just go right in the metal. So this one goes right on the top. Another fine thread goes right on the bottom. And then the other fine thread is for the handle itself. And it will go in on the bottom side of this handle. Just so that when you're looking at the word LiftMaster, the hole on the handle is on the bottom side. Just so you don't see the hole from the top. Tighten this down. And then the 2 coarse threads actually go into that plastic housing. So they go in the sides. Now it operates just like it did from the factory, but that plastic housing cannot separate. That should take care of you. Thank you very much.